to join in, you can join in right on here, or you can be part of the community and join our Zoom class. So all you need is 3 balls, 3 socks, 3 oranges, 3 anything. And in 5 minutes, we are going to get started. So I'm going to leave this live stream running, and you can join in when we start in 4 minutes' time. So I'm just going to get a few things set up here for the Zoom people. So if you're just joining us, you can join in with us on Zoom. You can join in with us here. Mindful Mornings is not about juggling. It's more so about getting you in the right frame of mind for the day. So I'm just going to get Zoom set up. Meetings. Again, guys, if you're just scrolling past Mindful Mornings is starting in 3 minutes. Okay, you can join in on here. You need 3 balls or 3 socks. It's about getting you ready for the day, getting your mind prepped, or you can join the community on Zoom, which I'm just starting right now. Again, we're getting started in 3 minutes. So grab yourself a cup of tea, grab yourself some juggling balls, some tennis balls, whatever you've got. Even if you've only got one, it doesn't matter. You can join in with us today. Again, it's not about juggling. It's about setting ourselves up for the day. Mindful juggling. We are going to get started in about 3 minutes' time. If you're just joining us, welcome. Mindful Mornings and juggling is just starting for 20 minutes in about 3 minutes' time. So grab yourself some balls, some rolled up socks, and I'm just getting Zoom set up. You can join in on Facebook or YouTube or wherever you are, or you can come and be part of our community, which is much better on Zoom. So if you go to the Facebook page, just scroll down, find the link, the password's juggle, click on it and come join us. We are starting in 2 minutes. So I'm going to get this Zoom just started. Again, if you're just joining us, we're going to get Mindful Mornings and juggle started in a couple of minutes. So if you grab yourself some juggling balls and come along. Who have we got in Zoom this morning? Morning, Pete. How are you? Good?
All good.
Amazing.
Did you see the website was up?
Oh, hold on, Pete. You like say that again?
Circus Works website is up and running.
Oh, it looks amazing. It looks amazing. I had a little nose, but I'm going to go in there and a bit later on and have a dig through it. I love all the. I went to the landing page and all of the videos and that look great. So I'm going to go in and have a little nose in a minute. Well, in a minute when we finish this.
Put in a blog about. You should put in a blog about your thinking about mindfulness and juggling.
Oh, good idea. Okay, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'll do that today, actually, while it's in my head.
It's really nice. And it's, it'll be live if people put stuff up, because people revisit when there's fresh stuff on it. And it's really nice. So you should put it up.
Brilliant. I'll do that in a little bit. Morning, Rianne. How are you? Thanks for coming. Wednesday morning. We've already got the live stream going, guys, so I've just left it in the background. So if you are here on any other channel, just grab yourself a few 3 balls and 3 socks, 2 socks, and we're going to get going. So let's get started right now. I'm going to turn you up so you can talk to me. Again, you can join in on Zoom, which is much better because there's a couple of beautiful faces in front of me. And I can react, I can interact with you as well, which I can't do on Facebook. So come along and join me with Zoom. So morning, everyone. What we're going to do is we are going to start with a little bit of a breathing exercise, as we do every morning. So let's take 1 ball in our hands. Let's be intentional with what ball we pick today. So look at what balls you've got. Look at what socks you've got. Morning, Sarah. And look at them and pick one that kind of sticks out to you this morning. Let's be a bit more intentional today. So I'm going to go with the blue one today. Not quite sure why. But let's just hold it in our hands to our heart. And we are going to just take a couple of deep breaths in. We're going to spend a couple of minutes breathing this morning. We're going to do a bit of a visualization with this ball. Okay, so first of all, we're going to take a deep breath in. Be aware of that ball. Push it into your heart. Feel the energy. And then take a deep breath out again. Take a deep breath in. And really think about clearing that mind out. So with every breath you take in, take in whatever you're thinking about now. And as you breathe out, just dedicate the next 20 minutes to you. Let's breathe in. And let's visualize the end of today. Let's visualize 9 o'clock tonight when that hand ticks to 9 o'clock. And let's imagine we've got a really content feeling. Keep breathing through this as I talk. You felt like you've achieved something today. You feel happy with the day. And you feel in a reflective mood. So let's plant ourselves at 9 o'clock tonight. And let's try and find those feelings and feel them. And take a breath out. Just let it all wash over you. Okay, this next time we're going to take a deep breath in, and on the way out we're going to smile, but we're going to breathe in 8 seconds. We're going to hold it for a little bit, then we're going to breathe out. And on the way out, we're going to put a big smile on our face. And when I say a big smile, I want it to hurt. Okay, 8 seconds in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to hold that breath. We're going to let them feelings again bubble inside us. And then as you breathe out, put that big smile on your face. Okay, with the eyes still shut, let's start throwing that ball left to right. Okay, I'm going to intensify this morning, Ben, for the jugglers in the room this morning a bit, because what I want you to be focusing on, not focusing on the balls, but I want to challenge you. So I'm going to turn up the volume a bit for the jugglers in here today. So what we're going to start with is we're going to grab a second ball, but what I don't want you to do is stop moving this first ball. So we can move to we can keep it at 1, or we can move to 4. Okay, so side swap, this is 1, this is 4. You'll pick it up as we go, just follow us. So as you get your second ball, wherever it is, just find a rhythm and grab the second ball, but keep that other ball going. Okay, this ball that you've just put all your energy in this morning is this positive habit. So if you've been here a while, especially from the beginning, we spoke about habits and positive habits, and them taking kind of 66 days for them to embed really in our brain. Okay, so we're going to just look at that ball and we're going to think about that habit. Okay, we're going to think about something we want to bring into our life as a habit. Okay, if you're doing this, first of all, it might be really tricky on the spot to think of something. Don't worry about that. If you're struggling, think about that today. But whatever it is, that positive habit. Okay, just take a couple of deep breaths and see that ball as that habit. Okay, we're going to switch over now to the other side. Okay, so this is maybe a habit that we want to take away from our life. Morning, Tam. Something that we want to get rid of, maybe. And again, look at that. Think about that. If that's not quite in your head right now, just watch the ball and just imagine that ball is that habit and think about today what that habit might be. So we've got something you want to bring into your life, something you want to take away from your life. And all we're really doing here as we 4-4, which is that side swap language, we're just reminding ourselves for this little bit of time in the morning that that's what we're trying to achieve. That's what we're trying to do. That's what we're trying to take away. So every day, you know, we live our life and we've got so many things that kind of come into our head, and, you know, at the back somewhere, we've got all these things that we want to achieve, or, you know, maybe want to take away from our life or bring into our life. So all we're doing right now is reminding ourselves. So if you, I'm going to intensify this juggling a little bit. So what I want you to do is I just want you to throw those two habits up and down, recognize them as what they are, as what we spoke about. We can go here to a 4-4, or we can go to a 3-3. 4-4, 3-3, 4-4, 3-3. If that makes no sense to you, just worry about this 4-4. Okay. 4-4 is that sight swap language. So this is a 4, and then this is a 3. So I'm going to start adding things onto this now. Okay, so we've got 4-4, we've got 3-3, 3-3, 3-1. Okay, so if that makes sense to you, I'm going to go through it again, and then I'll break it down. We've got 4-4, 3-3, 3-1, 4-4, 3-3, 3-1, 4-4, 3-3, 3-1. Try and alternate the sides. Now, if that doesn't make sense at all for you, what all you're going to do is you're going to work on your 4-4. Okay, so that is a 4. This here is a 3. So throwing one ball from one hand to the other is a 3. Okay, this is a 1. So it's just really the name of the throw. We've got a 4, we've got a 3, and we've got a 1. Okay, so let's cycle that round, whether you're using one ball or two balls. But every time you do a round, let's alternate which way you go. Okay. 4-4, I started with my right. 3-3, 3-1. I started with my right the whole time. Let's switch sides. Left. 4-4, 3-3, 3-1. Okay, let's take a big breath in there. And then out. Just take those balls, just look at them, recognize the one as something you want to bring into your life, recognize the other as something maybe you want to take out. And we spoke about, we didn't really talk about it yesterday, but we did the day before and last week, how maybe one ball can one habit can help the other come in and take away. Okay, maybe how can they help each other? I suppose we'll dig into that as we go on, but we'll keep that underpinning. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to shake it off. 10 seconds, just let all that sink in. Let it shake to the back of your head. And what I would like you to do is grab a third ball. We spoke about the theme of the week on Monday, which I'm going to reintroduce to everyone. So we have got our vision. The theme of the week is the cycle of vision, perception, reaction. Vision being the things we see or the information we take in. Perception, thinking about it as the internal process of how we think about that thing. And then the reaction, how does all of that and all of those feelings that must have sort of have a reaction. Monday we dug into a little bit of vision. Yesterday it was perception. And this morning we're going to go with reaction. So I'm going to read a few things out of this. But before we do, we're going to just look at what we're doing with the balls. So we've got, what I want you to do, if you're understanding how to juggle, and this is kind of part of your brain a little bit more, so we're going to do a 5-3-1. So 5-3-1. 5 being a really high throw, 3 being a really low throw, and 1 being the throw that goes right across. Okay, so I'll show you what it looks like again. 5-3-1. 5-3-1. So just go with that a few times. Switch sides, switch whichever way you're working with. That doesn't quite make sense to you. Okay, we can just work on it with one ball. A 5 throws up really high. A 3 is a little bit lower, and then 1 just goes straight to the hand. So every throw that I do has a number attached to it. It's almost like the name of it. It's called sight swap. Okay, so 5, 3, 1. So with 2 balls, that's 5-3, and then 1 with 3 balls, 5-3-1. I'm dropping the balls all the time. Remember, when you drop them, get into the habit of thinking, oh, that's just a negative thought, or thinking, oh, that's just my day veering off track. I can just pick it back up and carry back on. Okay, that started to help me when I started Marvel juggling. I think, well, guys, 2 weeks today. A little anniversary. So when we started a couple of weeks ago, I started thinking about this, and we started working with this in the class, and like every time my day goes a little bit awry or somewhere else, I'm like, oh, it's just a drop ball. And I'm starting to kind of embed what I'm saying now as well into my life, and it's really helpful. So anyway, let's just go with that cycle, 5-3-1. If you're finding that really easy, maybe throw a 3-3, start a cascade pattern, and then throw a 5-3-1 into that, okay? So wherever you're at, find it a challenge, okay? Get on the brink of that next step for yourself. So I'm going to read 3, we could call them provocations, we could call them statements about reaction. So I dug into the internet this morning and was looking for something that stuck out at me, and I found 3 things. And the first one is about that emotion that we all have, whatever emotion we feel at any particular time, it's caused really from the perception of what we see or feel, or, you know, maybe it's a past thing, or maybe it's a present thing, or maybe we're worried about a future thing. So the first thing was about emotions. And it said emotions are absorbed into the body in about 6 seconds. So whatever chemicals released, okay, that emotion comes into our body and it's released in 6 seconds. And it's our choice if we want to continue to stay with that emotion. And anything after that 6 seconds is really us holding on to that thing. Okay, so just to break this for a second, what I want you to do is I want you to get your balls, as many as you can fit in your hand, and I want you to throw them up, and I just want you to let them drop to the floor. Do that 3 times really fast. Pick them up, throw them up, drop to the floor. Pick them up, throw them up, and as you do this, actually keep going. As you do this, I want you to think about it. Whatever emotion, maybe negative ones here that come into our brain, it just takes that 6 seconds to release into us, and at that point, once that chemical's all there, we can release it out and find our own ways to release it out. Juggling's a good one, especially if you're attaching all these words to it. But my point is, it's that 6 seconds. So let's move back to that 5-3-1. So we've got 5-3-1. We're working, if you've just joined us, on 1 ball, 5, then a 3, and then a 1. Okay? So let's just run around that. If this is easy for you, we're just cascading, and then we're going to try and throw a 5-3-1 into that. I'm not going to attempt it because I'm going to definitely drop it. The second one is emotions flow through us in an unending cycle. I'm going to say that again. It makes me think of lots of things. Emotions flow through us in an unending cycle, and sometimes when we're angry or when we're whatever we feel, whether it's positive or negative, we recognize it in that moment. We're like, oh, that's that feeling. But we're not conscious of that all the time because we're doing things and we're not conscious about how we feel. So, and we're not kind of really checking in with ourselves. So it might be an idea for you for your day to day to just grab a juggling ball and keep it next to you. And every hour or so, just kind of check in with how you're feeling. Let's dig a little bit down outside of your tasks. Maybe do a 5-3-1. Maybe do a 3. Maybe just get the ball and just throw it a couple of times. Maybe get the ball and throw it across the room. Doesn't really matter. As long as you do something with that ball and just really check into yourself. The third one is every emotion is a signal to focus and motivate us. So whatever you're feeling today is to focus you and to motivate you. So if you're angry or if it's a negative feeling, then it's there to hone your thinking and motivate you to react in a positive way, let's say, or we could choose to see it that way. Anyway, just for now, just for 1 minute, take a big breath in. Let's keep going with our 5-3-1. Let's go with our cascade into a 5-3-1, or let's just kind of rotate that ball. 5 being a high throat, 3 being a low throat, and 1. We're going to do that for 30 seconds as we breathe, as I stay silent. And I just want you to let that flow into your brain. I'm going to watch you guys on Zoom. Nice, Rianne. Great, Sarah.
Rubbish.
You're not. Again, it's not really about the juggling part. It's just about throwing these up. So, like, remember, every time you drop, just recognize it. It's just something that you can pick back up again. Okay, right. Let's take those 3 balls. Let's stick them all on your head or whatever they are. Might be a bit of a challenge to keep 3 balls on there. And I just want to kind of do like I want to set our intention for the day, but I want to try and get all those 3 things on your head in a way in which they stay. Nice, Pete. Nice, Rianne. I'm definitely failing at this. So wherever you are, try and keep them on. If it falls off, again, just recognize it as a positive feeling. So we're going to set for the last minute or so an intention for our day. Okay, so whatever that is to you, just close your eyes. Think about something you maybe not want to achieve today, but maybe a feeling that you want to stay with you today. Okay, whether that be calmness, that's a feeling, contentness, happiness. Well, Pete's looking at me and he's waving at the same time as well. Guys that are on Facebook Live, you need to get yourself into the Zoom because you need to see all this talent in this room. I'm trying to concentrate so hard. I'm like, we've got Rianne's little one. Oh, yeah. Yes, he's joining in. Okay, so let's just breathe for a second. Take a big breath in. Find that intention for the day. And then breathe out again. And guys, give you a lot of thinking to do in these sessions. And it's sometimes hard on the spot to really think about it, especially when you're juggling and I'm throwing loads of other words at you as well. So if there's something today that you kind of didn't quite think about taking that thing into your day and maybe finding the answer to that, whether it's the intention or whether it's one of those statements I read and how they resonate with you. Just keep it in your mind for the day, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to now put 2 balls on our head. So I've got 2 balls or socks or oranges or whatever you're using, okay? And we're going to squash them onto our head, okay? And I'm going to take both hands now behind my back. And what I want you to try and do is I want you to try and catch both of those, I've called them thoughts in my head, both of those thoughts that are on top of my head. And I'm going to drop them off and I'm going to try and catch them in individual hands. And I've got no idea how this is going to go because I don't actually know how to do it. We're just going to try it. Okay, and no matter what happens, likelihood, definitely I'm going to drop them. But if you do drop them, recognize it as a positive thing. Just have that thought that flows through your head. So we're going to do this together. 3, 2, 1. Oh, yes. You caught them, which is completely not what I thought I was going to do. Wave them at me in the camera. Oh, nice. Yes, Rianne's got it. Pete's got 1. Ben's got 2. Sarah, did you get any?
No.
Tomorrow, Tom, did you get any?
No.
Guys, it's been a lovely session. Thank you so much for coming. I hope it's helped your day today. I'm back again tomorrow at 9 o'clock. So come along again. Yeah, be part of this. It's lovely to see you all. And have a good day.
Yeah.
You too, everyone. Stay groovy, people.
See you later, Ben. Bye, Sarah.
Bye.
Bye. So, guys, we've just finished the live stream on Zoom. We're back again tomorrow, 9 o'clock in the morning for 20 minutes. Thank you to those of you that came this morning. I hope it helped your day. If you just happen to scroll past, these sessions are really not necessarily about juggling. The aim is not necessarily to juggle, but it's about kind of attaching whatever we feel, positive or negative, into a ball. And just, if it's negative, getting rid of it. And if it's positive, learning how to catch it. So I shall see you back here tomorrow, 9 o'clock. If you want to join on Zoom, it's much better because I can see you and you can see me. Well, you can see me now. But it's much more interactive and there's a lot of cool people in that room. So you don't just see my face. Anyway, I'm going. I hope you can't talk. Probably because I'm live on Facebook. Have a lovely day. I'll see you